Hello, everyone. Welcome to Manitowoc Cooperative Ministry. I'm Pastor Judine Duerwaechter, co-pastor with the MCM. And today I am so excited to offer you a daily devotion on Psalm 130. Why? Because there's a symbolism in this psalm about one of my favorite things in the world, and that is pearls. So I'm all decked out for you today. I've got my pearl earrings on, which my friend Ruth gave me when I had my knee surgery. She said that as much as she knows how much I love pearls, that I needed to recover with pearl earrings. I have my pearl necklace on from my beloved friend Judy Wright, who's passed away, and she gifted me with this beautiful pearl. And yes, it's a cross. Yes, this is how it came out of the oyster, people. Isn't it stunning? It was her own piece of jewelry, and she gifted it to me. And shortly after that, she passed away. So many of you have seen me wear this in ministry. Oh, it's just such an exceptional piece. And then I have my pearl ring on, which is gorgeous and enormous. And I found this in a thrift store, peeps, for $4.99. And I did my little magical trick where you can tell if something's a real pearl or not. And if you want to know what it is, you're going to have to call me or email me and I will share it with you. But I could not believe I found this stunning pearl for $4.99. I mean, it's invaluable. And then I've got my pearl bracelet on today from Jack, which is stunning. These pearls are from the waters of Japan. They do a really good job there. And then I've got on my beautiful dual pearl ring with some little diamonds in it from my mom. So I'm a huge pearl lover, and let's get to the psalm, and we're going to see why this is symbolic for Psalm 130 today. All right. Again, reading from the Message, 21st century version translation of Scripture. Help, God. The bottom has fallen out of my life. Master, hear my cry for help. Listen hard. Open your ears. Listen to my cries for mercy. If you, God, kept records on wrongdoings, who would stand a chance? As it turns out, forgiveness is your habit, and that's why you're worshipped. I pray to God, my life is a prayer, and wait for what he'll say and do. My life's on the line before God, my Lord, waiting and watching till morning, waiting and watching till morning. O Israel, wait and watch for God. With God's arrival comes love. With God's arrival comes generous redemption. No doubt about it. He'll redeem Israel. Buy back Israel from captivity to sin. All right, friends. Again, Psalm 130 from the Message. And if we heard it read once, we heard it read twice, and that is wait and watch. Wait and watch. Now, we have to ask ourselves, what does this have to do with pearls? Again, this psalmist is expressing, at least in the beginning, a sense of a depth of anguish. We heard that. And then as the psalmist moves through, there becomes this height of assurance. So we've got a depth of anguish and then a height of assurance. Very, again, symbolic of the Christian message. But we heard that there's a requirement to wait, to be patient, to breathe, to watch and hope. There's a real patience that the psalmist describes in the process, and that the assurance is going to be received like what? The assurance would be received like a pearl that lies deep. And when you look at other translations, we looked at a 21st century one with the message, but when you look at other scriptural translations, they will use that language. A pearl lies deep. An oyster lies deep in the sand. And what and how is it that an oyster creates a pearl? And I know many of you already know this. Pearls are created because of the distress of the oyster. Pearls are created because of the contrast. What happens is the sand seeps into the oyster, and it's annoying to the oyster, and it causes this frustration and this anguish. And in return, in response to the anguish of the sand, look at the symbolism of human beings. In response to the anguish of the sand, the oyster produces this liquid. And that liquid solidifies and creates this stunning, stunning pearl. You do not get the beauty of pearls without the anguish, the contrast that the sand has given the oyster. That's why I love pearls, because I have known, and I know you have known too, senses of frustration, distress, and heartache in life. And when you move through that in great bravery and wait, pray, and watch for love to make good of it, that resurrection sense happens. The pearls are literally the resurrection of the Christian faith, where out of this contrast and this anguish comes the good news. Oh my gosh. You know, we may be in the depths of spiritual trouble, friends. I have been, you have been, I know it for that you have. I know you have. I've heard your stories. I know you have. But if you choose to go equally as deep with your heart as what or how deep the pearl is within the oyster, you are going to find the answer. Go deep into your heart and find that pearl of an answer. God is within you. God is within you, waiting to show it to you. Do you not love pearls too? It's It's all there for you. There's such beauty in the contrast and the anguish of our lives. There is such beauty that comes out of it. I want that to be true for you today. God bless. Have a blessed day. And remember to live to love. Bye now.